Assalamu alaikum. This is a battery out of a 2007 old shape Prius. Basically, battery's down. It's not working properly as it should. It's got a cord for the battery as well. But the only thing is, it wants the battery repaired. You can change the cells on it, no problem. Can get like decent cells in it and make it all balance up, and it's only a private use, not a taxi, so it'll be okay. The only thing, the difficulty is on a job like this, it's all this corrosion there. That's fine, you can get rid of that. The only big problem is these wires that give a reading out for the voltage regulator to see how much what they're doing basically. But the problem is, if they're corroded and there's nothing going through them, then you need a wiring loom as well. If they've corroded really badly, I mean, it happens with age as well. And when these cars have been stood for a while, they also leak. The cells leak as well. On top of that, the biggest problem you have is because there's no heating inside, so all the condensation in the car basically goes into these wires and it corrodes them. And once these wires corrode, then you can put brand new cells in it. It's not going to do anything, because all the wiring itself, all these small TG wires in there, they don't work as they should, and they don't give any readings out. So the cells are alright sometimes. It's just because these wires have corroded, and that's another problem. And the thing is to buy it from dealers, the wiring's quite expensive. But then the problem is like, if you come to the ECU of this hybrid, the pins inside there, that plug there, when you open that up, half the terminal just stay there because they've corroded that long. And then you might need another ECU, and then ECU at dealers is going to be a fortune, probably worth more than the car. To find one at scrappers, you've got exactly the same problem as this. So if you drive them every day, they're fine. But if they've been stood around and you only do about 3,000 miles a year, the car doesn't warm up properly. The heaters, you don't put them on as much as you should do. All this corrosion happens. It's all right if you're in a warm country, but in England, we've got bloody rain and cold and everything else that comes with it. And I mean, I love cold, don't get me wrong, but I can't stand too hot weather. But it is what it is. It's these wires. I mean, I can take it apart and just take all the readings out of it, but bloody hell, it's not going to be really a good job with all that wiring. So just trying to dig a wiring out for this now, it's going to be a problem. And if you get the wiring and the pins, when you take it off, the pins on the ECU, that orange plug there, they break off, and that's another problem. Then you need another ECU, because they'll be probably like welded together, molded together, because it's been that long in there, and with the climate and everything else, that's the problem you have. So sometimes it's like you can tempt it, you can have a go at it, but I did tell the customer, without opening it, I can't tell them outside. I mean, I've done a live data and it says cells are down, but is it the cells, or is it the wiring, or is it the ECU? That's the thing. We'll crack on with it and see how far we get with it, and hopefully it does. I'm not bothered about the wiring. I can get brand new wirings off dealers. It's the ECU, the pins that they've not broken off. They're all right when they're new. I mean, on the generation 3, from 59 onwards, you can get plenty of wirings even from scrappers, because from 59 to 2015-16 it's the same wiring, so that's fine. I've got plenty of them. When you buy scrap batteries, you get some decent wirings. Even ECU is not a problem, but because this is quite old now, that's the problem you have. But it's worth a try. Can't give up on it yet. Thank you. I hope that helps somebody. If you're tempting to do it, it's not guaranteed all the time that it's just the cells. It might be the wiring on the older version. 2000, I think it's the start of, go up to 2009 or 08. Take care. Thank you.